When NFL center Joe Hawley retired this past season, he gave away most of his possessions to charity, bought a van, adopted a dog, and is now enjoying life on the road. At first glance, you may just see a man, a van, and a dog. But there's so much more to this story.
It's about needing less so you can experience more.
Recently retired, Joe Hawley spent the last 8 years of his life playing football for the Atlanta Falcons and Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
When the season was over, even though I kind of knew I was going to do this, there was still this weird void that I felt, and I didn't think I'd feel it because I was so prepared for it. But it was still there, and so this trip has kind of helped me with that and fill that void.
Now, just a guy on the road.
Coming in over a hill and then seeing the horizon of the city is pretty cool.
Joe has enjoyed replacing game days with days spent with those closest to him.
I spent the first 2 months circling the Southeast, seeing people that I love. So now I'm actually hitting the open road. Decided I always wanted to do like a little baseball tour, so that's what I'm on now. I visited Pittsburgh, Cleveland, Cincinnati, Indianapolis. Now I'm here in Milwaukee, and I'm finishing up in Chicago next weekend.
Tacking on the miles since April, Joe shares his travels through social media, which allows him to meet fans of old and new.
I've met probably close to 100 people at all these different games. It's really blowing my mind because I'm just having fun being me, and to see people respond the way they have, it's really inspiring me to kind of create a positive message and share it even more.
But don't forget, Joe isn't alone on this journey. His rescue pup has been there every step of the way.
She's seen more of the country than I think most dogs ever dream of. She loves sticking her head out the window and sniffing the streets.
And with a name like Freedom, she represents more than 4 paws and a wagging tail.
I was driving home, and it was like 3 weeks from starting my trip, and I knew she was free, and I was about to be free, and so I was talking to my sister, FaceTiming her, and I started singing George Michael's Freedom, and I just felt it, and she's like, that's the perfect name. New fresh start for both of us, and the name fits that perfectly.